Hello students. So in the previous lecture we have discussed about the stresses in the closed rings. Okay. So today we are going to deal with chain links. Okay. So here we have the diagram. So we have now you consider a chain link as shown in figure subjected to a tensile force F applied on the top and bottom. So here because of this symmetry thing, so here in the chain link we have the top and bottom circular portion. In the mid portion we have the length straight line, so or straight link, what we call the length L. So because of the symmetry, what you can see in the four sides, in the four corners here, so we have the symmetry portion is same as the closed ring. Okay. So I consider the closed ring diagram here, the same thing what we have with the four sides of symmetry here. So here you have a section AA, section BB. So I have replaced this tensile force F into a couple force here. So here you can see the moment M, so F force F by 2. So this is the distance x and this is r minus x. So here r is what? A mean radius. So radius of curvature, from the radius of curvature to the mid of this link. Okay. So this is the diagram. Fine. So now we shall show how what will be the moment for this particular link. Okay. So there are, so the bending moment at section AA, the bending moment at section AA. So here also the same thing what we have considered in the stresses in the closed ring. So we are considering a 0, theta equal to 0 and theta equal to 90. So where I have considered 0, where there is a application of force, the force application here, so I consider the vertical as 0. Okay, with reference to the vertical, what we have discussed here is with reference to the vertical. Okay, fine. The same way here, the vertical distance whatever we consider, section BB, there will be a theta equal to 0. At section AA, theta will be 90 degrees. So section B, so theta will be 0. At section AA, so theta will be 90 degrees. Okay, fine. So the bending moment at section AA, so that is theta equal to 90 degrees away from the point of application of the load and in all the straight parts of the link is given by. Okay, so is given by. So here we have the formula, moment at section AA will be F R by 2 R minus pi R whole divided by pi R minus L. So this is the formula at section AA when the angle is 90 degrees, theta is 90 degrees, when it is far away from the load. Am I right? Fine. So this we get directly from the data handbook. So we get from equation 10.2a, page 159 from data handbook. Fine. The same thing, the bending moment at section BB, that is at the point of application of load. At the point of application of load, E is given by. So this will be moment B, that is equal to F R by 2. So 2 R plus L whole divided by pi R plus L. So this is also equation is available 10.2b page 159 from data handbook. Okay, so these two equations we get from the data handbook directly. What will be the moment for the chain link? Okay, moment at chain link at theta equal to 0 and theta equal to 90 degrees. So here I have specified section AA and section BB. You please try to remember at theta equal to 0 and theta equal to 90. So this formula when it is theta equal to 90 degrees. So this formula will be when theta equal to 0 degrees, because where there is application of load. So once again I am saying when the theta will be 0, so where the force is applied in vertical direction, I will consider that vertical as a reference. So when I consider this vertical distance as a reference, I will take theta equal to 0, and at section AA theta will be 90. So you try to remember when theta equal to 90, what is the moment bending moment formula, when theta equal to 0, what is the bending moment formula. So this I will get directly from the data handbook. I will show you the data handbook here. So here you have the data handbook. So here you can see the bending moment at a section AA, that is 90 degrees away from the point of application of load in all the straight parts. So this is one bending moment section BB, or I can call it as theta equal to 0. So this is the formula what I have. Okay. So here you can see page 59, 10.2A and 10.2B. Fine. Okay. So this is what the bending moment. Okay. So in this, what are these notations that we shall write here. So where R is what? Mean radius of the ring, or I can call the link here, both are same there. Length, L is the length of the straight portion. Straight portion of link I can write. F, I know it is a load. Okay. So these are all the notations where R is the radius, mean radius, L is the straight length, straight portion of the link, and F is the load. Fine. Okay. So now we shall solve the problem. Okay. So now we shall solve a problem. So here is the question: a chain link made up of 40 mm diameter rod is semicircular at each end. Okay. So the mean radius of which is 80 mm. So the straight sides of the link are also 80 mm. So here the straight sides are L. Okay. So here the mean radius is what? 80 mm. So mean radius 80 mm is what? So here we have the mean radius. Okay. So this is the mean radius we have, but what he has given is mean diameter. Okay. So if mean diameter is total dia will be 80. So what will be the radius R? So radius R will be half of the mean dia. Okay. So here the mean diameter he has given. So we have to consider it as half of that, because we are considering only the radius R. So this will be 40, R will be 40. The straight length L will be this, and the link made up of 40 mm diameter small d. Okay. So D is what? D is the small sectional part. So D is what? In this, if I consider in the link, if I consider a small section, here, so this is called what? D. So this is what? The link is made up of a 40 mm diameter. Okay. So then what he has said, if the link carries a load of 90 kilonewton, force he has given. So estimate the tensile and compressive stresses in the link along the section of the load. So here he has specified along the section of the load when theta equal to 0 degrees. Okay. But we shall solve both. Okay. So when theta equal to 0, what the formula we have? When theta equal to 90, what is the formula? The same procedure what we follow for the closed ring, the same problem. So here what happens? Only the bending moment is going to vary. Okay. When we have the closed ring, we have a different bending moment. So when we have the link, chain link, now we have the different formula for the bending moment. Okay. We shall start solve. Okay. So here first we shall write the given data. So given, so F is equal to 90 kilonewton, diameter D is equal to 40 mm. So he has given the mean dia is equal to 80 mm. So what will be the mean radius? So that is what? Capital R. So I will get a capital R is what? 40 mm. Okay, so mean dia by 2, I will get the mean radius, fine, and he also given the length L is equal to 80 mm. Okay, okay, we shall start. So now what is the first step I have? Step 1, to find x dash. Okay, so what is the x dash here? So here it is a circular one diameter, so I can easily find x dash there. So x dash is what? D by 2. Okay, so x dash is equal to d by 2. X dash is the CA, centroidal axis. So how do we get the circular centroidal axis? It is half of that. Okay, so d by 2, so it is 40 by 2, it is 20 mm. I said you x dash is nothing but C1. Okay, but when you have the circular portion, C1 and C2 are same, because of the circular exactly half the centroidal axis will be there. So that we have already discussed in the stresses in the closed rings. Okay, the same procedure I said the same procedure for the links also. Only one thing is what? Only the moment formula will change, remaining everything will be same. Okay, so this is the x dash I got. So I can find even the area also. Area of circle is what? Area I can find directly here. Area is what? Pi by 4 d square. So pi by 4. So what will be the d? So d is 40 whole square. I will get the area. So area A is equal to 1256.64 mm square. Fine. Okay. So now what is the step 2? So step 2, so here to find the maximum stresses. So step 2 we need to find the maximum stresses. Okay. So in the given data, what is said to find? Estimate the tensile and compressive stresses in the link along the section of load line. So it means that we need to find only at theta equal to 0. Okay, but I will solve both. Okay, but for this question you can solve what? Only at theta equal to 0, but I will solve when theta equal to 90 degrees also. Okay, so case 1 in this step 2, case 1, what is the case 1? At load line. So this is the question what he has given. So at load line when theta equal to 0. So with respect to vertical. Fine. So before this we shall draw the diagram here. Fine. We shall draw the diagram here. So for this question he didn't give any diagram in the question. So we need to assume and we have to draw. Okay. So how the chain link we have? We have shown you, isn't it? So based on that we need to draw. Okay. But the same thing what I am drawing here, that is also same for the all the curved chains which have a diameter d. Okay. So here this is what a section I have. So I said you for a chain link I am considering only a section, small part. Okay. Circular part, he said that circular diameter. So now where will be the centroidal axis? Centroidal axis will be exactly at the center of the circle. Okay. So this is my centroidal axis. Okay. Now I am considering this as the inner fiber and this is the outer fiber. So always the neutral axis should be nearer to the inner fiber. So I will consider this as a neutral fiber. So this is the centroidal axis, this is neutral axis. Okay. Okay, fine. So now what I have to specify here? Again I have to specify the radius of curvature. Am I right? So he said that the mean radius. Am I right? So he has given the R value there. So here, so this is what radius of curvature, and at the same point you have the load of 90 kilonewton. That is what we have replaced the couple force here. Okay. So here you can see, so we have from the same point the load is acting. Am I right? So here the same point the load is acting, from there the distance. Okay. So from here, so we have the 4 radius, one is inner fiber one and one more is outer fiber one. So inner fiber radius I call it as a Ri, neutral axis I will call it as Rn, and centroidal axis is what? R. That is what we got. Am I right? That is what? R. So outer fiber radius will be R naught. So here I can easily get what? Ri. I can get Ri, R naught. How? So here you can see. So from the inner fiber to the outer fiber, from the, so this distance between inner fiber and outer fiber is what? E. From the inner fiber to the centroidal axis is what? C1. From the outer fiber to the centroidal axis is what? C2. The same thing for the neutral axis. From the inner fiber to the neutral axis is Ci. From the outer fiber to the neutral axis will be C0. Okay. So these are the notations. I can easily find C1 and C2. C1 and C2 are the radiuses of this diameter. So I know the diameter is how much? Diameter is 80 mm. Mean diameter he has given, isn't it? So I can find, I know this is R. So R distance from this radius of curvature is 40 mm, and diameter of this section he has given in the data is what? 40 mm, sorry. So he has given diameter D is 40. So when this is 40, R is also 40, radius of curvature or mean radius is also 40. This 40 minus this is total diameter is 40, this is 20, that I will get Rn. Okay. Now I will specify. So referring diagram, so this total distance I can write, this is total diameter I can write here. So I can write somewhere here. So this is D, small d is what? 40 mm. Okay, so that it will be clear. Okay, fine. So now referring the diagram, so what will be the Ri? So Ri is equal to R minus D by 2. Am I right? Ri is what? Total R. This is D by 2. So I will get what here? So I know R, it is 40. 40 minus D by 2 is 20. So Ri will be 20 mm. Okay. So what will be the C1, C2, or I can call it as X dash, that is also 20 mm. R I know, it is a mean radius. R I know, it is given, mean diameter is given 80 mm. So mean radius will be 40 mm. Next, what R naught I can find? What is R naught here? R naught will be R plus X, C1, C2. However you can write R plus C1, C2, X dash, both are 3 are same, whichever you can write. I will write R naught is equal to R plus X dash. I will write, it is a common word, common letter there. Okay. So R I know 40, X dash I know 20, R naught will be 60 mm. Okay. So this is the notations what we have got. Fine. So now we shall find the moment. So moment m, what will be the moment m? So I know for moment m when theta equal to 0 degrees. Okay. So here moment m is equal to f r by 2 r plus L by pi r plus L. So this already I wrote the equation, it is 10.2 B, page 159 from data handbook. So this you can get it from the data handbook. Okay. So now if I fill all these notations, so m is equal to, I know the load 90 kilo, so r will be 40, so 2 r is 40. So length of the link he has given, it is what? L is equal to 80 mm. So L is 80 mm whole divided by, so I have pi into 40 plus 80. So I will get moment m is equal to 1.4 into 10 raised to 6 Newton mm. So here we got the moment. Fine. So next we have something left in this notations we have left. Okay. So what is that? E. So once I find E, I'll get Rn. So Rn directly will get from the E. Once we find E, I'll get Ci and C naught. Without Ci and C naught, I can't find the inner fiber bending moment, bending stresses, and outer fiber bending stresses. Fine. So now I will solve the bending stresses. Okay. So now, so before I start finding the bending stresses, what I need the E value. Okay. So how do I get E? So based on this geometry, I will get a E formula directly from the data handbook. So where E is equal to R minus Rn. So where Rn I will get it, R minus Rn is C square by 2 whole divided by R minus square root of R square minus C square. Okay. So this I will get directly from the data handbook. I will show you the data handbook here. So here you can see here, it is not visible clearly, I will just turn it up. Yes. So here you can see the circular part. So here you can see the formula R minus Rn. So this is C square by 2 R minus R square minus C square. So this is the table number 10.1, figure number 2. Okay. Table number 10.1, figure number 2, page number 162. So I will write even the data handbook page number also. This is table number 10.1, figure number 2, page 162 from data handbook. Okay. So once I know this E value, I can find the inner fiber stresses and outer fiber bending stresses. Okay. Stresses I can find. So when E is equal to, I will just fill the notations there. 40, R is 40, C is nothing but C1, C2, X dash. C it is called as same. Why? Because C1, C2, X is same. This I can also write what C. Why? Because in the data handbook he has given C, common letter C. Okay. So where C is what? 20. So 20 square by 2. R I know it is 40 minus square root of 40 square minus 20 square. So finally I got E value. So E will be 2.68 mm. So once I got the E value, I can easily find what? Ci and C naught. So where, or I can write now, Ci is equal to C1 minus E. C1 I know is 20 minus 2.68, so that is equal to 17.32 mm. What about C naught? So C naught will be C2 plus E. C2 same 20 plus 2.68, so that will be 22.68 mm. So now I got Ci and C naught. Now I can go for what? Stresses here. Okay. So in this, stresses in the inner fiber. So here in the step 2 actually we would have done the direct stresses, but there I didn't done. So directly in the stresses in the inner fiber, directly I will write the bending stresses here. So directly stresses in the inner fiber, direct formula I write down, sigma I total R is equal to what? It is a combined stresses. I can call it as a resultant stresses also. So it is a combination of a direct and moment. So sigma D plus minus MCI by AERI. So here I wrote negative sign. Why? Because for this link where when I apply a load here, when it is fixed, if I consider this is a vertical is fixed, when I apply a load here, what happens? This inner fiber will be in compression, outer fiber will be in tension. Okay. So when inner fiber is in compression, I will take it as negative, but in the data handbook it may be a negative or positive, both he has given there. So when it is in compression, it is a negative. When it is in tension, it is positive. Even that he has specified in the data handbook. Okay. So what will be the direct stresses when I take it theta equal to 0? Okay. So direct stresses formula is F sin theta whole divided by 2a. Okay. So this I will take it as minus mci by aeri. Fine. So now I will substitute the values. So this will be force 9 into 10 raised to 3. This is what? Sin 0. Am I right? When theta is 0. So 2 times of area 1256.64 minus. So this will be 1 point. M I have found out 1.4 into 10 raised to 6 into CI we have found 17.32. Whole divided by area I know 1256.64. E I have found out 2.68 and R I know is how much? 20. Okay. So here when sin 0 is 0, so total term becomes what? 0. This becomes 0 minus this total. If you calculate, I will get 359 point something. I will write it as 360. Okay. So inner fiber stresses are minus 360 Newton per mm square. Fine. Same thing when stresses are in outer. So now stress in outer fiber. I said you when stresses are in outer fiber, so it is in tension. So this becomes a positive. Okay. So now if I write direct resultant stress sigma I R sigma naught, it is the outer fiber, am I right? Sigma naught R is equal to sigma D plus I will write plus m C naught by AE into R naught. Okay. So direct stresses remain same there, the same formula F sin theta by 2a plus m C naught by AE R naught. So whenever I have a inner, I have I, Ci and Cr, Ri. So when I have outer fiber, I write C naught and R naught. Because of the inner fiber undergoes compression, negative. Outer fiber goes for the tension, I will take it as positive. So now, so the same thing here also, F. So I will write this is directly because of the sin theta, this is 0, am I right? Sin theta is 0, I need not write this, I will write directly 0 plus m is 1.4 into 10 raised to 6 into C naught. I got C naught is 22.68 whole divided by area 1256.64, E 2.68, R naught is 60. So I will get stresses in the outer fiber sigma naught R is equal to 157.14 Newton per mm square. Fine. So these are the stresses. Fine. So the given data is what? Estimate the tensile and compression stresses in the link along the section of load. So here we have found along the section of load is what? Along the section of load, along the section, this is the section, along the section of load the theta is 0. That is what we have found, isn't it? So that is what we have found. Along the section of load, this is the compression, this is the tension. So with the given question we can stop till here, okay, but I will solve even the case 2 also, okay. This is the additional thing what I am solving, okay. If he didn't ask anything, you compulsory you have to solve when theta equal to 0 and theta equal to 90 degrees, but he has specified here is what? Along the section of load. So you can stop till here. For that given data you can stop here, okay. So I will just continue with the case 2, fine. I will continue with the case 2, fine. Okay. So here case 2, what is case 2 here? Away from load line, that is when theta equal to 90 degrees with respect to vertical. Am I right? Or I can write section AA. Section AA, it's the diagram what we have given, it's the general term, okay, fine. So now what will be the moment? So here moment is going to vary. Moment for theta equal to 0 is different, theta equal to 90 degrees is different. Okay, so we know that. So moment M A, or I can write M A section at A, section at B, or I can write the moment M is equal to, when theta equal to 90 degrees, F R by 2. So 2 R minus pi R by pi R minus L. So this is what the moment formula. I'll just fill all these values here. So force is 90 kilo, R is 40 whole divided by 2, 2 into 40 minus 40 pi, 40 or 45, both are same there. So here also 40 pi minus length is 80 mm. So finally got moment M is equal to, I'll get negative minus 400 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per mm. I'll get the negative value in the moment here. Fine. So now what will be the stresses, because all the values Ci, C0, E value remain same in this, only the moment is going to vary. Okay, it's in this first one, stress in inner fiber. Stress in inner fiber is what? Sigma I R is equal to sigma D minus, I will write. Why minus? Because inner fiber undergoes the compression there. So AE RI. So I can write sigma IR. So direct stresses will be F sin theta by 2A minus M CI by AE RI. Fine. Okay. So now I'll substitute all the values. This value doesn't become 0. Why? Because theta is 90 degrees. When theta equal to 90, so the value will be varied there. Okay. So I'll just fill all the notations. So load is 90 kilo into sin 90 whole divided by 2 into area 1256.64 minus. So here minus of minus, already the moment is negative. So minus, moment is negative, so minus of minus becomes plus. So directly I will write, okay, no confusion, you can write here minus 400 10 raised to 3 into Ci 17.32 whole divided by area is 1256.64 into 2.68 into 20. Okay, fine. So now finally I will got sigma I R. So finally substitute in the calculator, you will get it 138.6 Newton per mm square. Okay. So next, stresses in outer fiber. Sigma naught R is equal to sigma D, here positive. Why? Because it is a tensile, it is a tension. Okay, outer fiber is in tension, but our moment we got negative there. Okay, so this becomes, so direct I write sigma R is equal to F sin theta 2A. So here plus moment, let it be the same thing. Why? Because moment is negative. When I write the numerical value, I will write it directly there. So F I know 90 into 10 raised to 3. into 10 raised to 3 into sin 90 whole divided by 2 into 1256.64 plus minus 400 into 10 raised to 3 into 22.68 whole divided by 1256.64 is the area, E is 2.68 and R naught, sorry, here I fold, see, this is the mistake what we do. Okay, so when you have R naught, I need to put C naught and R naught. So please be careful. So this is the mistakes what we put here. So C naught value is 22 point, R naught. So R naught I know it is 60. So this should be careful here. So for inner fiber, I value will get, outer fiber will get C naught. By mistake, if you put the values, it goes wrong. Okay, be careful with this. So finally, sigma naught R is equal to, I put the values correctly. C naught value is 22.68, R naught value is 860. Okay, so here Ci value is 17.32, Ri value is 20. Okay, so this values I put correctly, but formula I wrote, I made a mistake. So be careful with this. So finally, R sigma naught R will be negative minus 9.1 Newton per mm square. Fine. So, by this we can say that orientation, you can observe here, when theta equal to 0, I got the inner fiber. When theta equal to 0, I got the inner fiber negative, outer fiber positive, means inner fiber in compression, outer fiber in tension. But when theta equal to 90 degrees, so what happened? I got the inner fiber positive, outer fiber negative. So what happens? This will be in the tension and this will be in compression. But when we consider the formula, we have to consider always the inner fiber in compression, outer fiber in tension, okay. But based on the values we can identify what is that, because of the symmetry or orientation. When orientation is changing, so what happens? The compression becomes tensile, tension becomes compression because of the symmetry. Fine, okay, no problem. So as per the given data, I can stop where theta equal to 0, but this is the extra thing what I solved. So even we can solve the when theta equal to 90 degrees. In the given data, if he doesn't specify whether it is section, at what section you have to find the tensile and compression. In general, if he says to find the tensile and compression, compulsory you have to do when theta equal to 0 and theta equal to 90 degrees. Okay, Baba. So this is the problems on chain links. Fine. Okay, thank you. So from the next class, I will start the clamp where we need to find. So till now what we have solved, we have just solved the stresses. Okay, everything he has given data. So in the next coming problems, I will solve where the force is not given. So you will be giving the allowable stresses. So how to find the force, that we shall solve. Here the problem procedure is almost same. Based on whether it is a link, whether it is a curved beam, whether it is a chain, the moment value is going to change. But when you come to the closed ring and chain link, so you have only the orientation theta and theta equal to 0 and theta equal to 90. Okay. So this theta value will be there only for the closed and links, not for the other crane things. Okay. Fine. Thank you. We shall stop here. So in the next class, I will continue with the how to find loads. Okay. Thank you.